You know, we have churches today that have made up this new soft gospel that only preach the parts of the Bible that they like, and they don't preach what they don't like. You know, they only like to preach grace, they like to preach love, they love to preach acceptance, but they don't like to preach repentance, they don't like to preach sin, and they don't like to preach about anything that's going to make people feel a little bit offended and a little bit uncomfortable. Because why? Because we want people to come back to church. We want to feel bums on seats, and we don't want people to feel uncomfortable. When back in those days, you becoming a Christian meant that you could lose your life. So this is not the Christianity of the Bible. And if you can't preach the gospel, if you can't preach the truth in a free world where you have the freedom of speech, you guys in America, you have amazing constitution, freedom of speech, the only nation in the world that has this constitution and the freedom of speech. You guys have it there. Yet churches are still afraid. Churches are still afraid to speak the truth. If you can't speak it in a Christian nation like the USA, how will you preach the gospel and speak the truth and stay a Christian if persecution happens?